What's up, this is Bobox, and today I have my first ever tier list on the channel. And if you guys would like more tier list videos, I could do one for Going for 2 if you guys really do enjoy this video. Please keep in mind, this is my opinion on the Battle for Neighborville characters, and I'm not really going to go too into detail for each character. I'm just going to give you my opinion, very basic. And if you guys want to let me know what you think is the OP tier, garbage tier, or anything like that, let me know down below. Respect other people's opinions. And that, let's get into it. You can see here in the garbage tier we have the Chomper. Now, before I actually get into any of this, I think all characters in BFN are really good and really decent in their own way, but there's characters like more than others, and my least favorite, most likely, I would have to say, is the Chomper. Yes, they made him be able to survive more than what he was in Going for 2, but he's still quite bad. All I'm going to say is Burrow, when you use Burrow, it's not really effective, never really works. The Goop's pretty decent. Spikeweed, rarely get any kills, rarely get any traps with that, so I'm not a big fan of the Chomper. Alright, so in the next section, if we go up, we have Meh. I have Snapdragon here. The reason why I have Snapdragon here is because I don't play him too often, and when I do, I don't really get much kills with him, even though we're not really basing this off of kills, just how I like the character, but I'm not really a big fan of Snapdragon. Swoop Slam is a decent ability, but it doesn't really do me much when I use it. Blue Blaze, whenever I use it, it never works the way how other people use it. I might be doing something wrong, I don't know, but I'm not a big fan of the Snapdragon. Engineer is the next one. I find him pretty decent. Like I said, all these characters I like a lot, but if I had to put Engineer, I would put him at the Meh. I don't use him too often as a character to play in BFN, but when I do, he's okay. He's got his turn, he's got his stun, he doesn't really do much. Simple Engineer, that's why I have him in a Meh. Then we have Colonel Corn. As much as I love my sweet baby Colonel Corn, he's in the Meh section. 1, he's not as good as he was in Going for 2. I don't find him as much fun as he is in Going for 2. The Shogun Guard ability I like a lot, but I don't really find too much fun out of it, and it hates me to say it, but he's just basic. Husk Cop is really good. Butter Beacon is okay. I don't really use it much, doesn't find much use out of it. Shuck Shot, it's pretty good, but it doesn't do me too much. He's just a Meh attack character, and he's okay in my opinion. Subrain. And the reason for that is he's not as good as he used to be in BFN. I used to find him very fun. He used to be my favorite zombie still, as he was in Going for 2. But he's just, more and more time as the months came by, when I started playing Subrains, I just don't seem to play good as him anymore. And he's not as decent in my opinion as he used to be. He's still pretty good. I like playing him a lot, but he doesn't really do much. I can't really seem to find that play style with him to make it where I like him a lot. Now we go to the decent section. We have Space Cadet. Now with Space Cadet, I would have to say is she's just a decent, good character. I like a lot of her abilities. The Big Bang Beam, when you hit the shot, it does a lot of damage and it's very useful. We have the Slam attack for her. I don't find that really too useful, so that's why I put her kind of in the decent, because that ability kind of throws it off a bit, because people could just avoid it by sprinting or shooting you. You're a big target. You got to make sure you don't get shot, which is difficult when you're trying to do that slam attack. Space Station is really good when you have other teammates, so that's why she's indecent. Then we have the Imp, and the Imp is an all-around good character. Reason why he's indecent and I don't put him in solid or something like that is because of the Gravity Grenade. Gravity Grenade is Meh. There is an upgrade to where the Gravity Grenade is bigger, and I might put it up into solid. But I'm really just doing the basics things, not really with the upgrades, you could say, that make characters better than others. If I did implement the upgrades, it would change this a lot. But I'm just going for the basic character, not really upgrades. Keep that in mind. If I'm a little bit late saying that, I apologize. But the mech is, I like the mech a lot. The mech's really good. Gravity Grenade, like I said, it's not as good as I would like it to be. Imkata, I find really good in certain ways. You don't take as much damage, I realize a lot when you do it, so it's really useful. So that's why Imp's there. Then we have Electric Slide. Now Electric Slide, I like her. She's just decent all around. Not really too overpowered. She does have her moments where she might be overpowered, but that's really any character if you think about it. She's just decent with every ability. That's why I have her there. Not really much to explain. Then we have the Scientist. So with Scientist, I would have to say he's at decent because he's not as good as he used to be. I liked him a lot more in past months, but with this month right now in March, I would have to say he's a decent character. He doesn't do as much damage as he used to. I don't really get as much kills as I used to with him, but he's a great support character. Does a lot of heals, does a lot of good healing. But that is why he is at decent. Then we have Citron. Now with Citron, I find him decent because he's a good defense character. He's decent at what he's supposed to do, defense. If you go in straight into a battle, you can kind of distract enemies with the shield and not die right away if you played smart. His gun is pretty good. EMP, pretty good. The roll attack is okay. You could dodge it pretty easily with a couple of characters on the zombie side, but he's pretty decent. Then we have Cactus. Now, the reason why I've kept Deadbeat on Solid is because I find him better than Cactus. But with Cactus, I really do enjoy playing Cactus. I get a lot of kills when I play her. The one ability that I don't like with Cactus is the helicopter thing. It's useful in its ways, but I find it kind of useless in my opinion. Whenever people use the ability, it's just an easy way to just shoot players and kill them, unless you have some type of upgrade. But keep in mind, I'm trying to keep this basic with this no upgrades involved, just on the basic character. So I don't really find that ability useful, so that kind of makes it from a solid to a decent. Alright, so next we have P-Shooter. The reason why I have P-Shooter in decent is because he's a decent character. He might be even solid tier, but in my opinion, I don't play him too often, and if you don't have home and P or certain upgrades, he could be quite difficult to play in a way. You could still pogo P with the Spud thing, you could shoot faster, everything around him is decent. Bean Bomb, okay. Certain ways you could avoid the Bean Bomb. P-Gallon, I don't use much. And for that reason, I have him at decent because I don't really use it much in certain ways because usually when I use it, I die. But that's why I probably have him at decent. Alright, so next we have the A's Action Hero. A's Action Hero, I would put at a solid, but there's one thing that kind of makes me think he's a decent in my opinion. He's one of my most favorite zombies to play as. And one thing I like about the A's Action Hero is the charge shot. Very good, kills a lot of plants. I get lots of good vanquish streaks playing him with a charge shot. Then with the dynamite roll, whatever it's called, I don't know what it's called, you can avoid certain abilities. That's really good. That would make him a solid. But the can't missile ability, most of the time when I use it, I don't really get too many vanquishes, or I don't get much vanquishes, and I die most of the time using it, and that's the one thing that gets me killed, instead of just, let's say, using a different ability, or just trying to shoot him with a charged shot. So that's one thing that makes him from a solid to a decent in my opinion. Now we're going on to the solid, and we have Rose. Now, Rose I would put on OP, but she's been kind of nerfed since then, like a month or two ago. So I have her at solid. She's all around a great character, but she is not what she's supposed to be. She's a really good character. Her shots do a lot of damage. Her abilities can get away with certain things, speed up characters in certain modes to where you can get the batteries to the other side quickly, easily, without any hesitation. Just give your whole team a speed boost. The speed boost ability with Arcade Enigma is just way better than like the Engineers, because you could be near teammates and just keep speed boosting them. Very good support class, I would have to say. Nightcap. Now, Nightcap is just a solid character. She does what she does. She's a ninja. She kills. She shoots very fast. She can avoid attacks. She can just bunny hop. She's just a solid character that is... I would put her on the OP. It makes it sound like she's an OP, right? But in my opinion, I find her solid because there's certain things that can get her one-shotted, and she might not be able to avoid with the Wizard now, which is right next to Nightcap. That if you try to do a Fung Fu on the Wizard, you're going to die most of the time. You have no chance to go near a Wizard with that Staff Slam ability. So that's one of the reasons why I find her now a solid instead of an OP. Now we have Wizard. Wizard I would put on OP, but I do not find Wizard OP. There's certain ways he dies a lot. His health gets very depleted in certain ways if you're by yourself. Wizard is an all-around solid character. My most favorite zombie probably right now to play is Wizard. But if you're in a 1v1, I explain what I think about him in another video if you want to see it. But he's just a decent character. Very, very solid at what he does. Very good support class. Helps teammates with the elixir. You can avoid chomper burrows with the elixir. You can avoid nightcaps with Feng Fu. You can do a lot of things to keep you alive, but there's certain things if you're in a 1v1 situation with, let's say, a Citron, you're most likely going to lose to a Citron because he can have the shield up while you're trying to attack him, and he'll just use a charge attack or EMP you. Sorry for that humming thing. My apologies. Someone's texting me. Oops. But, just a solid character, I would have to say. So now we have Acorn. Acorn, I would say, is the same thing I would say with the Nightcap. A small character, very hard to hit in certain situations. Can die in one shot with a couple of characters, so that makes him kind of a solid instead of an OP character. But with Acorn, I would have to say that I like about him, Sap Trap, you can use it to get up buildings. You can use the dash attack to get avoid abilities. Do all types of stuff with the Acorn. He does a lot of damage. Just a decent, solid character. Now we have the Captain Deadbeard. Now, Captain Deadbeard is a solid character. I do like him more than Cactus, but a lot of people like to crap on Cactus for being the worst one and not really that decent. I like Cactus a lot. Cactus I would put on solid, but I'll explain the one ability why I think she's not solid instead of Captain Deadbeard with his anchor move, where it's much easier and you can actually dodge attacks or go near people. Captain Deadbeard, all-around solid character, good sniper, does what he does. Barrel attack, good, not too overpowered, can get out of it, that makes him good. So I like Captain Deadbeard a lot. Now we have All-Star. All-Star, I would have to say, would be an OP character. But he's just a solid character in my opinion. He's not, I don't find him in certain situations to where he's just way too strong and way too overpowered. He has a shield. Shield is very, very good. Much better than the Citron shield in my opinion. Even though it gets destroyed easier, it's still a very good defense character for the whole team. In certain objectives, you're able to put that shield down. Everyone can go inside it, get a lot of kills in it, protect themselves for a little bit, heal up a little bit. Very decent defense character, I would have to say. He does what he does a lot of damage. Imp is okay. Sprint Tackle could be a little bit better. Not too overpowered, but just a solid character. Then we have Sunflower. Sunflower is insane. Much better than the Scientist, in my opinion. Does a lot of damage. She does way better healing, in my opinion, than the Scientist. She has certain upgrades, even though we're not implementing upgrades. I know that. Upgrades are good with her, but even without upgrades, she heals good. She can heal herself in battle. Sunbeam is decent as well. She's a decent, solid character. The OP section. We have Oak. Oak has changed a lot, but I still find him quite annoying and quite overpowered in certain ways. Super Sap Trap is really annoying. One-shots a lot of characters. Does what it does. You can get multiple vanquishes in just that one Super Sap Trap. Some players just like to play only Oak, and that's why I have him as a character in this tier list, because he just seems like it's called Acorn and Oak. That's what people say, Acorn and Oak. But Oak, Super Sap Trap, very good. The Log Attack, very good. Does a lot of damage. There is ways to kill him. He could die pretty easily nowadays. But I still find him quite overpowered and quite annoying to do. In a 1v1 situation, if you don't have teammates around you, I would probably say, if the Oak can't hit his shots, that's your best chance of defeating the Oak. If he can't hit his shots, and you can. Because he's a big target. But if he can't hit his shots, you're going to most likely die. That's why I have him in OP, because he's just a very good 1v1 situation character. Now, Foot Soldier has a great rate of fire. He does a lot of damage. If I'm in a 1v1 with an Oak, I most likely will win that 1v1 against the Oak. He's one of those characters that can destroy the Oak in a 1v1 when I play him. His Stink Cloud is very good in my opinion. There's certain upgrades with it, but we're not including the upgrades. But without the upgrades, it's really good against the Butter Beacon. It's good to hide yourself, and if you know where that plan is, you could shoot in the smoke or Stink Cloud and just destroy the plant. The rate of fire just melts, as I said, Oak. It melts Acorns. It melts any character. Just his blaster. He's just a decent character. You can avoid Fung Fu. You can avoid so many attacks with the rocket jump. So many things is good about the Foot Soldier. I don't know why I'm saying it anymore. He's just a good character. Alright guys, so there you guys have it. That is my tier list on BFN. If you did enjoy the video, please do drop a like, subscribe if you are new, and let me know down below what you would change in each section on the tier list on what you think for certain characters. And please respect other people's opinions, because it's not nice to just shit on someone's opinion. Please be respectful to other people in the comments. If someone says something mean about me, don't respond back to them. It's just their opinion. Just respect other people's opinions in general. All I ask. But there you guys have it. Hopefully you have a wonderful day, and I hope to see you guys in the next one.